Well, guys, we're starting to see and hear a lot of people saying that the FBI, the CIA, the Homeland Security, and all that is starting to warn people that you need to be on the lookout and keep your head on a swivel and be aware of your surroundings. Something we've told you at the end of every video we've ever posted on YouTube. We've told you that you always need to be aware of your surroundings. After the Houthi incident yesterday, where we attacked them, they're starting to think that maybe they're going to retaliate here in the United States. A lot of channels are starting to report more and more on it. You know, one thing I want to ask you, all this insider information these huge channels get, why is it their information never has nothing to do with some major event? But then after it happens, they just start posting videos, bam, bam, one right after the other, right? If you watch my channel, you know our economy, everything in the United States is shot right now. And we all know the only way to fix this is you got to start it over. But you also know, you have enough common sense to know that something is going to happen. Have they changed the definition of what a war is now? It's starting to look like it, right? Because we're out here attacking this people, that people. They're attacking us. But it's not a war no more, right? Why are they not calling it? What are they waiting on to declare a war? That's something you got to ask yourself. What are they waiting on? What is the government waiting on? What do they need to be able to do that, right? We've got the election coming up this year. That's going to be total chaos. You have people that, you know, I support Trump, but you got to understand this man is not going to be able to get in there and fix this overnight. And do you think they're going to let him back in again? One thing I've always said, it's not an election, it's a selection. It's who they want in power, not minding your vote. Now, I'm not telling you not to go vote. It's your duty to vote, but you got to understand at the end of the day, when it comes to the President of the United States, whoever they want in there is going to be in there. Why is all this ramping up? You know, we had Russia and Ukraine start, okay? And now you got Israel and Gaza Strip, right? You got all that going on. What is it building up to? You know, it's building up to a huge war. We have channels on here on YouTube that says America cannot fight a two-front war. They can't fight it. And I just shake my head. I'm like, have you never read history? Have you ever heard of World War II? That we fought multiple fronts in that war. You know, people forget. I always tell you, remember your history. What would it cost here in America if we go to war? Number one, war helps the economy, right? That's what they're going on. History just continuously repeats itself. Everybody knows that. War helps your economy. They can build things up quick, and you got people talking now about females going into the military, and what are they going to do, right? I seen a video the other night about women on the front lines. You know, it's getting to the point where your sons and your daughters are going to have to go fight these wars. It's just plain and simple. My kids may wind up getting drafted or something. Do I want them to go? No. Guys, military enlistment's down. They needed an attack here on the United States to boost morale, to boost America, freedom, you know, get behind the flag. Think back 9/11, what happened right after 9/11? Military enlistment shot up, everybody was flying American flags, you know, everywhere, you know, patriotism, right? Something big is coming from this. I can't sit here and tell you when and where it's going to happen, but you should always be aware of your surroundings when you're out in public or out in your yard, honestly, because you never know who is where. You know, it's getting to that point in America. But something big is coming from this. Is it going to be an overnight thing where, you know, war's going to pop off? It could. The main thing is to understand we will get no warning. We won't. If you're a channel on here and you're watching mine and you have all this inside information, can you please explain to me how you get all this inside information but you don't know when the big stuff's happening? Why are they not telling you that? And you're going to say, well, they can't tell them that. It's national security. But yet they claim that they got insider information on everything else. That's national security too. So, guys, careful. You know, watch some of the channels on here like me. Do what you want to do. That's my motto here is you do what you want to do. But understand some of these channels are purely entertainment driven only to me. You know, the huge channel, we all know Canadian Prepper. You know, I used to enjoy his videos, and here lately it's just got to the point where he's like, I'm right, you're wrong. And I'm starting to wonder if he's a government if he's working with the government, because some of the stuff he says, if I say it or another person says it, we're going to get strikes. We're not going to be allowed to stay on making videos, right? Because it's false information. But yet, the stuff he posts, well, you can get away with it. It's crazy. Some people have said it to me. Maybe he is working with the government up there in Canada. That's why he's allowed to do it. I don't know. But he is a large channel. A lot of people watch this channel, and that's where they get their news. It's through him. But you got to understand, he's just reading stuff that's already happened and giving you his opinion on it, which is his choice to do, and then trying to sell you a bunch of stuff. But anyways, something big is going to happen here. When is it going to happen? I don't know. We got like I said, the election's coming up. They've got to do something, because this election is going to be just total chaos, and we already know that. You think back what happened when Trump lost last time, the January 6th stuff. What's going to happen this time if he loses again? I don't see the Democrats giving up power. I really don't. You got people that still support Biden. Like I said, everybody's got their own opinions and choices what they want to do in this world. But things are just out of whack so bad everywhere. I mean, go to your local, like if you go to a grocery store, look around, people, even in your local town, things are out of whack. People are not acting like they used to. I mean, you can go to a grocery store and walk down the aisle and you say, "Excuse me," and people just ignore you or just keep standing there. It's never been like it that I've seen personally before all this stuff over the last few years happened. This is why it's very important to prep. You don't want to have to go out to these stores. You want to be able to sit back, like what's going on. One other thing. They started warning all these things are going to happen on New Year's Eve celebrations, right? One thing I've learned from my own personal thoughts and looking at things, whenever the government is warning you about something that this is going to happen on this day or that day, I put it in the back of my mind, but I really don't pay a lot of attention to it, because why would you tell somebody we're going to come over here and do this, right, on this day or that day? It just doesn't happen like that. It doesn't seem, could be wrong on it. Although I do agree that countries get together and they know what the other countries do when it comes to a war situation. Because look at all these missile strikes and drone strikes and all this in Russia, Ukraine, Israel, Gaza Strip. Look at all that, and there's not a lot of people getting injured, right? So something's up with that. So let me know your thoughts on this. Kind of a rambling video. I know some of my videos here have been kind of rambling. There's a lot going on. I'm trying to catch up with everything. We've been slow on videos during hunting season. Anybody that's been subscribed to my channel knows we do not post a lot of videos during deer hunting season, because that's our main food source here for me and my family. So guys, I'm sorry there hadn't been a lot of videos. We'll try to start back on them here. But guys, stay safe, keep your head on a swivel, be aware of your surroundings at all times, protect yourself and your family at all times. At that moment, you're the only person that can do it. Buckle up. Things are getting crazy. We're bombing everybody, we're missile striking everybody, but we're not at war. They changed the definition of everything nowadays. Stay safe, keep prepping.